What's going on, guys? Back again with another review. This time it's going to be for VividWood fingerboards for the deck, the grip tape that they ship out, and the wheels. So yeah, let's jump into it. So we'll go ahead and start with the deck. This is a 32mm simmer shape with the KK graphic. Yeah, there's a lot of things I like about this deck. I'm a big fan of 32mm. I primarily have been using 33 and 34 lately, but getting a new 32mm was definitely fun. Yeah, something about it, sometimes it just feels just right. The concave on the simmer shape is pretty mellow, as well as the kicks. You can kind of see they're not really extreme or anything. They're fairly mellow, which is kind of what I prefer, rather than something with like super high kicks or anything. Because yeah, the more mellow shapes just tend to feel like I have a lot more control with. Sometimes when I feel like I'm trying to do, especially like kind of techie flip tricks with high kicks, it kind of feels harder for me to control it. Just a me thing, but something I thought I'd throw out there. So yeah, I don't believe these are actually like twin tail or anything. The tail definitely feels a little bit more narrow, whereas the nose definitely feels a bit more wide, which I like. I like kind of that more classic style. The pop is really good. It pops, that's for sure. The deck feels really high quality. These are 5-ply decks. Kind of try to get up close there. There you go. You can see that yellow, green, yellow, green, yellow, and the graphic on the bottom. I really like it. It feels super sturdy. The graphic, in terms of like how well it holds up, I've used this thing quite a lot on like this Black River rail over here, this kind of granite slab doing grinds and whatnot. The graphic has held up very well for everything that I've used it on. You can see there is some wear going in the middle. There's a little bit of wear like on the nose and the tail, but it's not anything super noticeable at this point. I can pretty confidently say it would take a long time to really wear down the graphic on this deck, which I'm really happy about. It's going to last for quite a long while, especially with the kind of stuff that I do. I do a lot of grinds and a lot of slides, but really when I'm just fingerboarding in my free time, a lot of it is just kind of flat ground stuff. So this graphic is going to hold up for a very long time. The deck itself, I believe, is like about 50 Australian bucks, which I feel is very reasonable for a deck of this quality, with the graphic holding up as well as it is. I'm really happy about that. I definitely want to try more of the shapes. The simmer is just the start. They have so many more shapes on the VividWood website that I'm super keen to give a go. So yeah, only time will tell which shape I decide to give a go next. They have a hammerhead kind of shape on their website that's really intriguing, but I don't know how plausible that'll be for a lot of techie tricks. Anyway, we can move on to the wheels next. These are the VividWood Duo Color Street urethane wheels. They're very nice. These are actually still my favorite urethane wheels to this day. I got a set of these pyro wheels that I do really enjoy, and like fresh out of the box they felt really nice, but I feel like over time, after a lot of use, the Vivid wheels still feel just as smooth as they did out of the box, which is great. There's like very minimal wear on these after all I've put them through. They're just super smooth. They're super quiet as well. You don't even hear them. They spin quite freely, and they squeak. I love the squeak. That's just the perk of urethane. But no, they're really, really well made, and they've held up really well. There's no like wobble. There's nothing holding them up. They just feel really good to use. It is a shame there's not more colorways though on the website, at least as of yet. I would love to see these in like a red and black, or like even just a solid color. As far as I've seen, these yellow and black and the bowl wheels that he has are the ones on the website. But these are just amazing. I love these wheels. So yeah, I have both of these paired with dynamic trucks, which altogether, being a 32mm deck and dynamic trucks, this is a very lightweight setup, and it's so much fun to use. The performance on all of these parts together has just been phenomenal. I know I got my VividWood part put out, just all the clips that I was getting with this deck for fun, and I got it put out pretty quick in my opinion, and it was really long. I think in my opinion, I kind of rushed it a bit. I was just having so much fun getting so many clips with this deck because it just felt so easy to use at the time, and it still does. I'll pick this thing up and just have a quick hour-long session with it, and it'll just feel unlike any of my other setups. So it's really unique, and it's a whole lot of fun to pick up. As far as the tape they supply with the deck, I'm a pretty big fan of it. I found this tape to get worn in very quickly, so I primarily use like FBS tape on my other setups, and I'll find maybe it takes about a full week to really get that one worn in. But I was feeling like after a couple of days this had really gotten worn in for me, and it's nice and grippy without being too grippy. Just makes flip tricks really easy, catches your fingers well. So yeah, that pretty much sums up my review of the VividWood kind of setup that I have going on. I really recommend them. I think they are a great company. He's making really, really good decks. It's definitely one of my favorite decks in my collection. And these wheels, like I said, these are still, out of the couple of brands that I've tried, these are my favorite urethane wheels to date. And I really want to get more for other setups. But no, can't recommend them enough. Definitely check them out if you'd like. They're at VividWoodFB on Instagram and vividwood.com.au for their online shop. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to check out that VividWood part that I uploaded. I know it's a bit long. I'm probably going to make another VividWood part, maybe take a bit more time on it, kind of narrow down the clips a bit more, because I know that first one was quite long. But yeah, be sure to check me out on the other socials. Instagram at scaly.skates.fb. Same for TikTok. Almost at 300 followers on TikTok, which is pretty cool. It's really fun posting over there. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. There should be some clips either at the end of this video or at the start. We'll find out what I decide. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great one.